sleep in, insomnia, in whatever ways we can look into, is a big issue. I can't go to sleep because there are so many things unprocessed, so many files are open. And if I start muting those files of thoughts manually, later on it's going to lead into some form of dementia. So that's not a healthy thing, that I force myself to go to sleep. But how do I naturally go into or create that process for myself that I can naturally fall asleep? There are a few things. Look into, are you physically tired? I basically say this, that when you know you're physically tired and you're too tired, it is also a difficult pattern for our system to go to zero. You only fall asleep when you go to shunya, zero, mean all of your senses are neutralized, right? If you can smell something awkward, it won't let you sleep. If you can feel the touch, which is not neutralized and is a cold blanket or it is a rough blanket, you won't be able to go to sleep. You need to reach zero to fall asleep. And you can always look into these things to create that comfort. To take yourself, your senses, touch, taste, smell, sight and hearing to zero. So once they go to zero, you will fall asleep. Between the mental and the physical body, we have a breath. So your logical brain, if it is active logically, oh, I haven't done this, logically I should have done this, logically this would have happened like this, then there is a problem. That means your nostril, if you look closely, one of the nostril is breathing, the other one is not, and that means the switch is not happening. Usually I will say a drop of mustard seed oil or a drop of a ghee into nostrils and sniff it. That will help you to fall asleep, because it doesn't let logical brain dictate only one part of the oxygen to the brain. If left brain is active, that means it's going to need a lot of oxygen. So the nostril is not switching, the breathing is not to the calm situation, therefore you can't switch off the files. So breathing techniques, as I said, why don't you first start with a few drops of ghee in before you go to sleep. Just melt it under warm water, a ghee poured into a glass bottle with a dropper and few drops in nostril, and try to check this way. Solution is miraculous. Remember, there's more to this. We have to understand, how do I not forcefully shut my thoughts to go to sleep? So what will be those sounds? What will be those moods, like Gaudi Purbi or Rag Gaudi Deepki or Asa or Tanasari, these sort of rags and mean moods? And how do I engage myself into those to say good night to my day and tie a beautiful knot on it?